All right, let's head over to the kitchen and say hello to ABC7 Culinary Director Judy Gallagher. Hi, Judy. What's for lunch today?
Hi there, Scott. Well, with the anticipation of even some more rain for another day or two, I have a suggestion, and that is oven frying. It's going to be healthier for you. It's going to give you good crispness. And today, we're using air-dried chicken thighs, skin on. Now, the thing about using air-dried chicken means that they have not injected any moisture, any water, or a saline solution into the chicken. Much healthier for you, much more flavorful. So stay with me as I bring you garlicky, crispy chicken thighs, and we'll serve that on a bed of red cabbage slaw. Okay, so I'm going to get my gloves on because we're handling chicken. Something I want you to remember is with chicken, you really want to be careful. So I have different colored cutting boards that I use, one for poultry, one for vegetables, things like that. So these chicken thighs are going to come right out of the container, okay, and we're just going to line them up because we're going to season them under the skin. Now, you're probably saying, yeah, but I'm trying to lose weight and I don't want this skin. Research has shown that the fat from the skin while you're cooking it doesn't add a lot of calories. It's whether you eat the skin or not. So if you're having 2 chicken thighs, eat the skin of 1. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some granulated garlic, and then we're going to take some hot paprika, some regular sweet Hungarian paprika, and I have harissa, which is a wonderful South African seasoning, and we're going to do a little kosher salt and fresh ground black pepper. Now, this is something you could do the night before you're going to cook these. I usually do it about an hour or 2 before. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take about a tablespoon of this particular mix, and I'm going to put some in a small bowl so I don't have to touch that again. And we're going to, just like you would on with your turkey on Thanksgiving, you want to get right under the skin and tuck all that seasoning in, okay? So this is where the flavor profile is going to come in. Now, you also want to remember that putting a lot of paprika on top is going to cause the chicken to get a little black. So getting that seasoning underneath is going to be better for that as well. Now, after this sits for 45 minutes, you're going to add between 1/4 and 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, and you're going to let it sit at room temperature, or it could go overnight. And you're going to take it out. I'm going to pat these dry with a paper towel. They're going in a 450-degree oven. Get nice and crispy, and when we come back, I'll start that red cabbage slaw for you. Crispy garlicky chicken thighs. We have our first batch in the oven. Now we're going to make the red cabbage slaw. Purple cabbage is really good for you. So it's a good solid base of nutrients, and it just adds a lot of color. Now, I know I use cilantro a lot. If you don't like cilantro, you can just use flat leaf parsley. Not only does it add color, it does have a little bit of that herbaceous taste that you'll enjoy. Some minced scallions. And then I have the rainbow carrots. Normally I'd have some purple in here, but since I have the cabbage, I've just used the orange carrots and the white carrots. And that just makes for a really pretty look and nice textures. I have an English cucumber, so we're going to toss that in and bring this all together. What we want is a pinch of sugar just to balance that sweetness, and some fresh ground salt and pepper. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take a little rice wine vinegar, and that will be that acid that you need, along with some fresh squeezed lime juice. And then what I want to do just to brighten up the flavor slightly is I'm going to add just a little bit of zest of orange. Give it that summertime hint of flavor, and we'll put a little more zest of orange on top of the chicken thighs. Now, my last thing I'm going to do, that's right, it's bottled, is I'm going to use a little peanut sauce. Now, if you're looking to cut down the calories on peanut sauce, if you make it homemade, buy the PB2, which is dehydrated peanut butter powder. 50% of the fat is taken out in the dehydration, and you just reconstitute it, and it's delicious. So that's another balance as well. So just a drizzle is going to be good enough for this. And then I just let it sit on the counter for about a half an hour just to kind of marinate together and get all those flavors together. You can certainly add a little heat into it if you wanted to, a little drizzle of sriracha, But I'm going just with that granulated garlic flavor in the chicken. So when we come back, I am ready to serve lunch, and I think John's gonna like it.
This is a beautiful dish. Lots of color, you know, lots of different spices and flavors. It's delicious too.
I love when you have a crunch, that right? So first of all, chicken thighs are so delicious. It's that dark meat that's so juicy. So I love to cook with them. But then you get all the flavors of the rice wine vinegar, a little zest of orange, and peanut sauce. Can't go wrong with that, right, John?
Very, very, very tasty. Recipes on our website, mysuncoast.com. Check it out. You will not go wrong. Judy, thanks very much.
Thank
Great
you.
lunch. Scott?